Welcome to the Gravity Engine demo walkthrough for the ThreeBodies demo. The gravitational interaction of three bodies has been a puzzle for physicists pretty much since the time of Newton, who at one point tried to work out the orbit of the moon around the Earth while the Earth was moving around the sun, and never really got to a solution he was happy with, and claimed that nothing had hurt his head quite so much. In the 1750s, there were some mathematicians, Lagrange and Euler, who found some interesting solutions to the three-body problem. And even as recently as 2 or 3 years ago, people are still finding new solutions to this problem, especially with computers to search the space. This is something that interested me so much that I've created an entire app called the ThreeBody app. And a core part of the app is the gravity engine that's part of this asset, and all of the initial conditions for all of the solutions that I found in the scientific literature. So I wanted to share that in the ThreeBody gravity engine asset. So there's a class called ThreeBodySolution, and you can choose from a set of solutions. And they're grouped here based on where I found them in the literature, and particular cases within that solution set. And this three-body solution script takes exactly three object references, and here I've created objects which have trail renderers so that you can see the path that's traced out. One of the things that happens with these solutions in the literature is they're described in terms of values in position ranging from -1 to +1. That's not a very convenient scale to use in Unity. And so one of the things you'll find under the gravity engine in the advanced tab is this factor called physics to world scale, which we've never talked about before, but is there primarily because if you have solutions from the literature, their scale may not be what you want in the game. And so here I'm increasing by a factor of 10 the values that come from the values published in the literature. So if we press play for this solution, this is a fairly cool solution where one body orbits around an inner pair, which is very cool. There are some other solutions, including one found in the late 70s called the figure 8 solution. We'll go to figure 8s. There are a variety of variations, but the most straightforward one is this. So these particles actually follow the same figure 8 racetrack, all done with their mutual interactions due to gravity. More recently, a wide range of solutions were found that are termed choreographies. We'll pick one of the more extreme examples. And these have very close, almost collisional encounters. And this causes real problems with the numerical integration, to the point where if you look at the gravity engine, you'll discover it has switched to using the triple integrator, which is a very carefully constructed integrator that uses some mathematical techniques called regularization to transform to different coordinates as the bodies get very close to each other. And in those new coordinates, the infinities are avoided. This is something that comes from code from 1974, and it took quite a lot of work to get that into place for this asset. If you're interested in the story of how that came about, you can have a look on the nbodyphysics.com blog, where I talk about finding that code and how to incorporate it into Unity. And also here there's a reference to the ThreeBody app that you can find for both Android and iOS. I hope you enjoy looking at some of these three-body solutions, and hopefully you may think of some clever way to incorporate them into a game of your own. Have fun.